questions about any part of it.
Okay, the thing is about there's some tiny mistake. I'll just tell you that. The first thing is about her name. My teacher's name is I said it's about I had a Monday with my teacher. We had a class on at PRE Prepare. It's a website. It's a website name. It's not her name. Okay, her name is Si. Okay, the second mistake I guess is about but you know what is give me a second she was okay so she, no it's not difficult to it's not like hold on give me a second in sorry where she was okay give me a second no just not difficult to connect with other groups it's just like you know the cultural thing like a social identity so that's why you know even though she was studying in there she still I don't think I okay do not say do mention it as a difficult just like I think it's about a cultural thing and they don't want to because they identify they are just this group and the other groups they identify their like white groups you know Asian group they identify their Asian groups and on the other hand you know the white they identify their Western groups you know what I mean so change it thank you.
Here's the revised summary with your corrections. This week's diary. This week started off with an interesting psychology class on Monday with my teacher, Cece. She's only 18 years old, and though she's Chinese like me, she spent her school years in Canada, making her fluent in both English and Chinese. Initially, I had some doubts about her knowledge, but I was proven wrong. Our first psychology lesson was about stereotypes, and it was quite eye opening. We also had plans to watch the second Harry Potter movie, which has been re released in China. I was excited about it because my friend is from the UK, and we thought it would be fun to watch it together. However, the timing didn't work out, so we decided I'd watch it online and we'd catch the third one in theaters together. On Tuesday, I had a class on Preply with another teacher from the UK who's currently living in Thailand. He's been there for about 3 weeks now. He mentioned that my listening skills are around a B2 level, and that while my speaking is fluent, I should work on expanding my. How does this version look? Let me know if there are any more changes you'd like to make.
Oh, that sounds really great. I like it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm just using the basics ChatGPT's voice mode. So now I'm going to switch to the advanced one because the advanced one I will reply faster and yeah, it's much smart. I don't think it's much smarter, but the faster response. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, just talking with my week's diary. Okay, hi ChatGPT, and I just read. Oh, sorry, it's not my. I just read just my week's diary, and would you want to hear it? You know, I really feel happy to share it with you.
Of course, Jerry. I'd love to hear about your week. Please go ahead and share.
Okay, this week's diary. This week started off with an interesting psychology class on Monday with my teacher Sisi. She's only 18 years old, and although she's Chinese like me, she spent her school years in Canada, making her fluent in both English and Chinese. Initially, I had some doubts about her knowledge, but I was proven wrong. Our first psychology lesson was about the stereotypes, and it was quite eye-opening. We also had plans to watch the second Harry Potter movie, which has been re-released in China. I was excited about it because my friend is from UK and we thought it would be fun to watch it together. However, the timing didn't work out, so we decide. I'm sorry. So we decided I would watch it online. So I would catch the third one in the theaters together. So on Tuesday, I had a class on prep with another teacher from the UK who's currently living in Thailand. He's been there for about 3 weeks now. He mentioned about that my listening skill are around B2 level and let well my speaking is fluent. I should work on expanding my vocabulary. We played a game called Truth or Lie. where I would make a statement like I'm married, and he would ask me a question to guess whether I was telling truth. If it was my first time playing, and even though he won, I had a lot of fun. Even though because it's my first time to play it, definitely I'll be gonna lose. Okay, that's kind of like a psychology thing. Okay, Wednesday was quite ordinary, but I continued my psychology class with Sisi. Our second topic about culture specific, especially focusing on social identity and in groups and out groups. We discussed how people tend to identify with their culture or racial groups. For example, my teacher shared that even though she studied in Canada, her friends and classmates were mostly Chinese. It wasn't necessarily about being ex- ex- excluded, but more about how people naturally graduate. I'm sorry, G. I don't. Hold. Give me a second. Let me see how I pronounce this word.
Gravitate.
Sure, take your time. That word is gravitate. Ready to
Gravitate.
continue?
Yeah, gravitate towards others with whom they share cultural backgrounds and identities. She also mentioned the country. The country. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me see.
No worries. Take your
Lithuania.
time to check the pronunciation. How can I help?
Lithuania. Lithuania.
Lithuania. It's Lithuania.
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 Lithuania. Okay, Lithuania, where students, although not North American, North America was more easily accepted into certain groups because of her racial identity. I think. RICA.
Racial.
Racial.
Yes, Rika.
It's called racial. Sorry, it's called racial. I'm pretty done with my diary, and we can discuss about the. Okay, make something up. What's the meaning? How? Okay, just during like my Tuesday, I guess Tuesday the class, I had class like a teacher just told me like one thing is about make something up. Well, I was wondering like what's the meaning of make something up?
Sure. When someone says make something up, it means to invent or create a story, excuse, or explanation that is not true. For example, if you don't know the answer to a question and you create a fictional explanation, you're making something up. Or if you're late to a meeting and give a false excuse, that's also making something up. It's often used when talking about creating a false story or excuse.
Could you just use make something up to make a sample?
Sure, let's say your friend asks why you were late to a party.
Mm.
You didn't have a real reason, so you make something up. Oh, I was late because I got stuck in traffic behind a parade.
But
In
not.
reality,
Mm.
there was no parade. Exactly. Make up can also be used in the context of creating stories, like making up a bedtime story for a child. It's all about inventing something that isn't real.
I see. It's about truth. I'm sorry. It's about lie. So how we can say like you're just make something up. You didn't tell the truth. It's like did I say it correct?
Almost. You could say, you're just making something up. You didn't tell the truth. It's a way to point out that someone is inventing a story or excuse.
Oh yeah, that would be great. So I think I probably need to learn more phrases like make something up like yeah. Okay, so and like at the English teacher and I had class and he shared some screenshots to me and what we discussed. Okay, so language focus two and what are titles for each column? COLUMN. How pronounce it? Column, right? I know what's the meaning of it, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yes, it's pronounced column. Great job. Do you want to practice using it in a sentence?
Column. Okay, so each column is it has 10 items. So let's make example.
Perfect. So you could say, each column has 10 items. Let's make some up.
Yeah.
That would mean you're going to invent or create some items to fill the column.
Okay, so and it's about phrase and it's okay. So I just read it on that page. Okay, so it's about It's the absolute truth. Absolute truth. It's absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. I think it might well be the truth. I think it could be true. It has to be true. It sounds possible. So this column is about the truth and how to use the truth expression.
It's pronounced improbable.
Improbable.
Let's go over those phrases.
No. Just tell me improbable. Improbable. What's the meaning of improbable first?
Sure. Improbable means something is unlikely to happen or is not expected to be true. It's not impossible, but it's very doubtful.
Okay.
For example, winning the lottery.
Go ahead.
You think something probably won't happen or isn't true. That can't possibly be true. This indicates that you strongly believe something is not true. It seems rather improbable.
Improbable.
This suggests that you think something. Yes, improbable means unlikely to happen.
Okay.
So
Okay.
doubt.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so improbable. Let's just something improbable. Okay, like probably not true, and have like a doubt about. So let's lie. Like believe it probably. Okay, so there's some phrase I didn't finish it. Okay, so this must be a pack of. This must be a pack of lies. I have my doubts. If you ask me, it's completely lie. So I'm done with this items with this column.
Great, let's go over those. This must be a pack of lies. This means you believe something is entirely untrue. I have my doubts. This indicates that you're not sure if something is true or not. If you ask me, it's completely a lie. This phrase suggests that, in your opinion, something is entirely false. These are great for expressing skepticism or disbelief.
Yes. Okay. So the next column is about not sure. Okay. So I'll just read it each of it. Okay. I'm not as sure. I'm not at all sure. Okay. I thought it would be like I'm not sure at all. So there's a phrase like I'm not at all sure. Oh, I was first time to say it. I really had no idea. It's difficult to tell one way or the other.
Great phrases. Let's go through them. Number 1, I'm not at all sure. This means you have no certainty about something. I really have no idea. This indicates complete lack of knowledge about something. It's difficult to tell one way or the other. This means it's hard to determine the truth or make a decision because the information isn't clear. These expressions are perfect for conveying uncertainty or lack of information.
Yeah, that's so good. So I think probably I need to learn more about the expressions. Learn more English expressions. That will be help for me to express myself.
Absolutely. Learning more expressions can really help you sound more natural in English. It's a great way to express yourself more precisely and colorfully. We can explore more expressions together whenever you're ready.
Okay, okay, the next one is which activities have you tried? Which ones would you like to try? Okay, the first is TRAMPOLINING. What's this?
Trampolining is an activity where you jump on a trampoline. It's a fun and energetic sport that can be done recreationally or competitively, involving various jumps, flips, and tricks on the trampoline. Have you ever tried